This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by Mattress Firm. Mattress buying made easy with lowest prices and comfort guarantee. Save 10% off with code MMANUTS10. All33.com. Meet your new work chair. Get active, be active, and sit in motion all day, relieving your stress and aggravation. Use code CHAIR20 for $100 off your order.
Mountain Primal Meat. Shop their outstanding selection of beef and pork products from their own ranch. Get 10% off for first-time purchases with code FITMPMC10.
NordVPN, our premier VPN provider. Get advanced security, internet freedom, complete privacy. Save 58% off the one-year plan with code STRONG1.
Defense Soap, the world's best soap for wrestlers, jiu-jitsu, and MMA athletes. Use code MMANUTS for 15% off. Hey fans, this is MMA Nuts, episode 487.
487! Oops. Yeah, thank you. I was like, am I supposed to say something? Merry Christmas, MMA show. My fans, for my fans, walking live between serious and ridiculous. Whoa. Now everything's all blurry.
I give you my palm print.
Sweet.
It's my high five.
Sweet.
How's it going?
Phenomenal. Best week ever.
Okay.
Sending one daughter off to college, as we were talking about.
Yes.
2 parts unknown.
I wish I was going off to college. Those days were much easier.
I don't know about that. I don't know if I'd want to.
I mean, not to go to school, but just, to go to college. I don't want to, study or anything. I did plenty of that already. But,
the weird mask stuff.
The partying and the,
Yeah, they're going to wear masks at parties.
Yeah,
Here's a party. Go wear a mask.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to wear masks at parties. Not.
Yeah. Just like they're going to wear condoms when they have sex. Anyway, moving right along. UFC 252.
Speaking of sex, Matt, UFC this weekend.
Yeah, so let's start. What do you think buy rate was? This was pretty good card on paper, right?
750.
I'm going to go a little lower. That's a good estimate. I might say 600.
Okay. I don't think there's any star power on this card at all.
Yeah, outside of it's really Cormier and O'Malley. That's what's driving the buys on this.
Yeah, but I don't think either of those guys can push it over $1 million.
No.
Maybe Cormier and John Jones. That could work.
Yeah. And did you see Felice Herrig was on the card? Did you see her coronavirus testing outfit?
No.
So she wears this to get tested in.
Okay. Why?
Like, why are you wearing a bodysuit to get your test? I don't know if she just got off the airplane, but then she's taking it off like a stripper. Shocking.
Awesome.
She didn't fare well in her fight.
Yeah.
A little armbar action, but anyways.
So sad.
So let's talk about the main event. We had Daniel Cormier, Stipe Miocic, number 3. What happens?
Well, let me just start by saying, I feel like Stipe looked in the best shape of his life. Very
light.
Lean.
What do you weigh? 232?
Yeah, 232, I think. Very lean. Cormier looked extra flabby or something.
He's 41.
I mean, I know.
37 and 41, but yeah, he did.
He didn't look. I mean, he's always been a little bit more leaning towards the Fedor side versus who would I'm thinking Ngannou, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but he looked a little extra flabby, and there was a little bit of controversy in this fight. I think it was close. The first couple of rounds, I think they split, and then from then on, I think the fight was fairly close. So I could see how there was, I guess Cormier seemed upset by the eye poke, but I don't know. I don't think that had as much of an effect on the fight as he thinks it did. I just think Stipe was faster, had way better cardio, had a better game plan this time. They put Cormier up against the cage on his back a lot. And, I mean, while that's not super exciting to watch at all times, but he had Cormier rocked at one point pretty solid, was at the end of the second round, I think. First round? Second round. No, first round.
No, it was in the second round.
Second round. So
his first round was all Cormier. Cormier had Stipe rocked.
That's it. Second round. Yeah. So, I mean, it wasn't the most exciting heavyweight fight I ever saw, but I mean, I'm happy Stipe won. I think it sets up some stuff. What are your thoughts on it?
It's just dirty fight, eye pokes from each guy. Shocking. Cormier gets his in the first round. and then Stipe gets it in this third round, but the ref doesn't see it, and I don't understand why they can't review it. Not that it matters, but couldn't they just take like a quick timeout, go to an instant replay, and say, "Hey, was there an eye poke? Yes, there was. Okay, warning." But it doesn't matter. It's not going to change the outcome of the fight, and nobody's going to deduct a point, so it really doesn't fucking matter. The only thing that's different is they would give him time to recover.
Yes.
Like you'd give him 5 minutes to recover.
Correct.
Is that enough for him to maybe get a little cardio back? Sure, but I don't think, again, like you're saying, I don't think the outcome changes. It is what it is. Fucking Cormier wrestles the first round, ignores the game plan yet again for 4 other rounds. So I think he gets what he deserves in a fucking another crybaby type loss where shut the fuck up. Sorry, I hate everybody. I think I enjoy hating people more than I enjoy rooting for a fighter I like. I think I recognize that today. I'm sorry, but fuck him. Crying about it afterwards. Like, he did the same thing to Stipe, and I don't like Stipe, so we know that's pretty well documented.
Well, and Stipe in the post-fight interview was actually a little bit more entertaining. He cracked a joke. He just seemed very tired. Like he's like, I'm gonna go home and sit by the pool and just enjoy the summer and stuff.
Yeah.
And it just sounded like he was happy but tired. But maybe he's opening up. His shell is opening a little.
Yeah, I think part of his problem is when a camera gets put on him, he feels like he has to act versus just being himself. And I think that's been part of my problem with the guy. And I think what you're alluding to too is maybe this is the first time where we've actually got to see the real Stipe, because you got to understand he's not fighting in front of 20,000 people. He's not at this press conference with hundreds of reporters. It's just there's a smaller crew, so maybe he feels more comfortable. It's a more intimate setting, and he can be more himself. Because he was more personable, which was weird. Like I think he made me laugh at something he said. He's never done that. Never done that in the past. So yes. I don't want to say I'm warming up to him. I don't know if I will ever like him. I don't know if I can refer to him as the greatest UFC heavyweight of all time, because even when I see this guy, like, he's tapping beers with himself. Yeah, you like Modelo, Stipe? I like Modelo, Stipe. And are these? I feel like these. This is where I'm going to go off. I don't feel like these are prescription glasses. They go. You can't just be wearing glasses for fashion.
Are there even lenses in those?
I don't think there are. I just think he wants to look smart. If I put these glasses on, they'll think I'm smart.
Yeah.
But hey, he followed the fucking game plan. Cormier did not. Stipe, I think they said Ngannou is probably going to be next. And is DC really retired at this point? He said he's done fighting, but is he? I don't know.
He says he only wants to fight for titles. So
there's no way to do that. You can't. If Stipe is the champ, he can't come back. It is what it is. And at 41, and this is 2 fights in a row where he did not follow the fucking game plan.
Yeah,
did not follow a game plan,
which is odd because
right.
The game plans are supposed to be for
right. He was supposed to wrestle fuck him, and he got him down for a little bit in the first round. Just
did not follow up with the same game plan.
Yeah, I don't understand that. He just wants to stand and bang, and Stipe just completely neutralized that. So it's just weird. I don't know.
That's weird.
And what about this O'Malley fight?
I don't know. Like
O'Malley, Marlon, Vera.
The whole thing about this, I mean, I wasn't excited because O'Malley seems to be an up-and-coming talent, but there's a lot of whining after the fight, and the whole thing seemed a little bit odd to me, how he hurt himself and then I don't know, like, I like to see my guy, unless he's critically injured, like get up and walk out the cage, and just be done with his business. But there's a lot of hoopla around this whole. I don't even know what exactly happened. Did he break his ankle, break his foot? What?
Well, it was a kick from Vera. Like a kick from Vera hit some nerve, and then his foot went gimp. And the same thing happened when Mighty Mouse fought Henry Cejudo. He hit him with a low leg kick in the calf, and it hits a nerve, and then his foot goes limp, and he gimp, and then he can't fucking put any weight on it. So the same thing happened to O'Malley, and then he probably fucking sprained his ankle real bad. They didn't say he broke anything, but they have to do an MRI because you could see that fucker torqued pretty good on him.
Yeah.
But again, the question's like, is he even fucking durable, or is he just Dominic Cruz? Because he was doing well, like he was obviously winning the fight up until that leg kick, and then
I agree.
everything goes down, and then it's you look at the stoppage like, well, is it
Seems
too
very early.
fast? A little fast. Because you can let a guy that's not an injury that's going to stop him, especially if he's on the ground. You can let him take a few shots and maybe he can pull off a submission. But I'm just worried about this guy. Is he injury prone? This isn't the first time. This is like the second.
Yeah. He might be. I don't know. Good on Vera, though.
Yeah, and I think someone made a lot of money because Vera was the underdog. I said, well, this is a fucking tough fight. This isn't just like this cakewalk.
Yep.
So he'll go back to the drawing board, and then you have Junior Dos Santos versus Rosenstrike.
Yeah, this was an interesting fight. I think Junior looked good physically, right? Yeah. I felt like Junior was doing pretty well in the stand-up for the first round at least. And then I don't know what happened, but it seemed like the power of Rosenstrike just too much, and he caught him a couple good times and had him spinning around, and then he was on the ground looking up. Where am I? What's happening? And then there was his ground and pound, man, just nasty.
So much power at heavyweight when guys want to actually exchange.
Yeah.
Like these guys are fucking throwing.
It was exciting. I liked the fight. I thought it was good. So.
It's tough. I don't know what you do with Dos Santos, because people are trying to say, hey, maybe you should retire because you've been KO'd on your last 3 fights. He's like, well, I feel like I got a little bit left in the tank. I don't want to be written off so soon, but I don't know. Dos Santos, Rosenstrike. You still have Curtis Blades. I thought they announced some fight. I don't remember who. Was it Curtis Blades in Rosenstrike? Someone just got announced.
Okay.
Go to my phone here and see. It was some heavyweight fight. Forgot to send it to myself, but coming to a screeching halt. Couldn't tell you. Oh, Curtis Blades and Derek Lewis. That's what's coming up. Derek Lewis. That's a tough fight for Derek Lewis.
Yeah.
But again, the heavyweights, anything can happen. A lot of times it's just a coin flip.
Okay.
Thinking about the calb and all the corn in there.
What do you think about the cornhole?
Yeah. Corn Julio. I am Corn Julio. Do you have TP for my bunghole? Maybe.
Are you threatening me?
I say that all the time. I pull my dog's eye like this. Are you threatening me? I don't know why I do that, but I just do.
That's great.
Oh, good. I think that was about it for UFC 252.
Yeah, let's stop talking about it. It was slightly depressing.
Yeah, it's tough. So what do you make of this John Jones stuff? Your favorite guy. He vacates the light heavyweight title, and he says he's moving up to heavyweight.
Well, yeah, he says on his Twitter feed says just had a really positive conversation at UFC. Sounds like there will be negotiations for my next fight at heavyweight. All good news. The weight gaining process begins. That was last night at like midnight. So I don't know what he's alluding to, but it sounds like he's going to get chunkier and try to move up to heavyweight. I guess that makes sense.
You put him in for a title shot right off the bat? Well,
fuck no. No way.
Dana said he's not jumping the line. Ngannou is next for Stipe whenever they fucking do that fight. But
yeah, I think they need to have the Ngannou-Stipe fight, and then after that, maybe either he has a warm-up or he jumps right into the,
Yeah, I'd probably take a warm-up because usually it's fucking real hit or miss. I'd like to see the percentage of what happens when guys move up and what happens when guys move down, because I want to say it's a crapshoot. It's a 50-50. Because it seems like of late, more guys have been losing when they've been making their debut in a new division. So you might want to spoon feed him. Like maybe Junior Dos Santos might be a good fight for John on the road up. So you're fighting
Yes.
a former champion, someone who has a name, someone who's not going to be super dangerous, but there's still that
Yes.
threat of danger.
Yep, I agree.
And then, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to jump gears. I feel like you have more to say.
Yeah, well, it just ties into the same thing because it's Anthony Johnson says he's going to be back in the testing pool now for the UFC, and he's going to come back into light heavyweight. So it's just curious, right? Like, so DC retires, John steps away, decides he's going to go up to heavyweight, and now Anthony Johnson comes back, but Anthony's not going to fight at heavyweight. He's going to go to light heavyweight and try to get the title there.
It's his chance to get a belt. He's got to go where John isn't. I think the light heavyweight division instantly became 10 times easier without John there.
100%. It was always
what's to say he can't come down anyways again and challenge for the belt?
Yeah, it's true.
Anytime he wants.
But I mean, he cleared fucking everybody out. Like,
you want to hear my prediction?
Go ahead.
I think John Jones gets KO'd in his first fight at heavyweight. I think that's what's going to happen.
Anything can happen.
True.
I don't see that, but
okay.
I don't see Anthony Johnson ever holding a belt. Do you?
No.
I think there's too much talent. That guy quits. And once I see quit in a guy, and I've saw it in 2 different fights from him. He quit in a Cormier fight, and I forgot the other one.
Josh Koscheck. I think he quit in that one too.
Didn't he blast him into tomorrow?
Josh Koscheck? I thought he lost that fight. Didn't he lose that fight?
I don't remember. He was talking to me because I thought that was the one where he knocked him out 3 times before.
Oh, you're thinking of what's his nuts? The other guy, that welterweight that we hate because he's boring. You know, Tyrone Woodley.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah,
that was Tyrone Woodley who did that.
So then it was the Koscheck.
Yeah, I think he quit in that fight. 3rd round, he just gave up.
Yeah, but because once I see that, that tells me where your heart is, and you can't fix that. You can't fix quit. If you're a quitter, you're a quitter. So he is done. I just don't see it unless he gets a favorable matchup against a guy who's not willing to grind. But I feel like there's enough guys at 205. When you look at Dominic Reyes, who I thought legitimately beat John Jones, and who was the other guy? Santos, who had that war with John too, and then blew out both his fucking knees during the fight. Like he's coming back.
He is.
So we'll see what happens. I mean, it just seems weird. Like if I'm Anthony Johnson, why not come in at heavyweight, right?
Because John Jones is there now.
Yeah.
I don't want any part of that.
No. Because he's going to be a light heavyweight, not a heavy. Like, what do you think his weight is when he fights?
At heavyweight?
Yeah.
245, maybe 250.
That big? Wow.
Are you talking about John Jones or Rumble?
Yeah. No, I was saying John Jones.
John Jones, probably mid 230s, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's as I say.
Yeah.
230s. I mean, that feels like a good weight. I mean, that's what Stipe was. And I think you got to find a balance of cardio and power. And the 230s, I think that's where Kane was always like super light. Stipe is in that 230, 240. Dos Santos was in that 230, 240. You can't be, unless you're like that Brock Lesnar, you're great for like a round if you get work done.
Yes.
But these super big guys, Derek Lewis, they struggle. You go past a couple of rounds. You can't, there's no way those fuckers are doing 5s. Like if you don't get it down in 1, you're gonna fucking problem.
Yeah, I agree.
You got any other?
I got news. Yeah, I've been licking my chops.
I know.
Paige VanZant.
Yes.
Signs with bare knuckle fighting. This happened.
It's like a $1 deal. I read.
It's a $2 million deal, and it's interesting to me because I get she's going after the money, and I thought she would have went and fought in Bellator. I think the risk of permanent injury is much higher in bare knuckle fighting, and if she's trying to be all miss model and stuff, I think this is a bad move. I don't know who decided this was a good idea.
Yeah, I would fucking fire her management instantly because even when you win, you lose in bare knuckle fighting. Everyone gets fucking facial damage, period. And her striking is not what she excels at. Like she's okay at everything, but I think her biggest suit is like the scramble. That is her thing. Boxing and straight bare knuckle boxing, when you haven't been doing it, she's gonna get fucked up, and it's not gonna be pretty. And when you have your moneymaker is your face and your body, and you're gonna destroy your face, it's not worth. And I don't believe for 1 minute that these motherfuckers are paying her in $1 million range. There's no way, unless she signed like a 25 fight deal. Maybe then it's $1 million. But how the fuck can they afford to pay her that much? They're not funded by some billionaire. I just don't see it. I feel like this is just like some fake news to put out so that this will help her in her next contract with Bellator or ONE FC or whatever she does. But again, terrible move. It just literally makes no sense to me. I don't understand.
I don't know what to tell you.
That she should not fight there.
Oh, I got a blip for a second. The wonders of
internets and technology.
Yes.
What a weird, interesting stat.
Sure.
Here you go. Aaron Bronstester. Based on the most recent USADA testing history update, USADA has not tested Conor McGregor since January. And CM Punk has submitted more samples than 4 UFC champions, 3 of whom have competed in 2020. It's interesting.
Cool. Yes.
Yeah, it's COVID. You can't fucking possibly test everybody for drugs, right?
I agree.
Everyone's juiced up.
Started a trend last week on unrelated news, but
Right.
also sports. I have
I love
something
it.
fantastic. Here you go. So the Miami Heat's Jimmy Butler, who the NBA players are now in this bubble down in, I think, Orlando, right, is selling homemade cups of coffee for $20 a cup. Apparently he's cleaning up and he takes cash only. This is a tweet that got taken down.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because it had his room number or whatever. But apparently he's got people coming from all over the place to his room, and he's selling lattes and medium and large lattes and coffees and different ice stuff. And he is making a killing doing that.
So is he selling them to people that are not on his team?
Correct. I believe he's selling them to any of the players that are in the bubble.
So a little diarrhea juice for you.
That's what I'd be doing. Like, hey,
a little anthrax for this guy.
Are we playing later? Okay, here's a little
itching powder for this dude. You know,
but good on him. $20 a cup, huh? Because apparently it's a big. Apparently all have been complaining about the food and shit down there. It's apparently atrocious. So
well, how is it atrocious? How can they not hire? These guys are multi-millionaires. Like the minimum salary, just like any of the professional sports leagues, besides fighting, is $500,000 a year. They could all afford to buy their own people. I don't know if you can get them in the bubble,
buy
but
their own people.
They can buy their own people, man.
Okay.
No. You buy your own fucking chef. That's not slavery. That's a chef.
Okay. If you say so.
He fucking cooks whatever you need him to cook. He makes coffee.
For president.
Does your dishes.
You should run as Trump's vice president.
No. No part of any politics. I'm out of that whole race. At least until 2024.
Gotcha. I got nothing else.
Let's do some tweet of the week. I have no idea what I pulled up. So let's see what happens. Ooh. Like this. This is the new theme. I feel like 50 is the new 30. That was Holly Berry. She's out on her fucking skateboard. 54. Life just gets better and better. Ain't gonna happen.
Oh my lord.
But you're seeing this trend of these hot women actresses in their 50s posting like bikini pics, or just forgot who was the other one. Elizabeth Hurley. I think she's been posting a lot of bikini pics. I don't remember all the other ones, but it seems like when you hit 50, you got to stay relevant and you got to post bikini pics because, hey, look at me. I'm still in shape. Put me in your fucking movie, bitch.
I expect
John
this
Wick
from
4.
You when you turn 50.
What's
I will
up?
also bikini.
What's happening?
I expect bikini pics when you turn 50.
All right, done.
Yes. And you're
Almost
not
there.
allowed to shave for like several months prior.
Oh, Jesus.
You
Yeah, I
just,
fucking shave weekly, motherfucker.
just be like, I'm here in my
Yeah.
glory
I'm here and I'm queer.
of manliness.
Fight the power. Or
Yes.
something.
Pink speedo.
I don't know how it works. So we had that one going on. That's the rage all this month. 50 years old. Let's do some ass and nuts. All right. With the way Dana keeps giggling and fully or not fully acknowledging DC's retirement, do you think maybe that Lesnar fight could be in the works?
I think that's far-fetched.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. I kind of think DC's done. Excuse me. I don't know. You don't want to go out on a loss, but
He sounded done to me. So, I don't know.
yeah, I thought he posted something too that said he's kind of checked out. I just don't see what's going to bring him back, and if he's not going to follow a fucking game plan, don't come back. Just stay away. It'll be all right. You can commentate it. Probably, I think he does wrestling. He's probably the coach of a wrestling team. Do that kind
Are
of shit.
they midgets?
I don't know. I think they're little. I think they're
They're little people.
high school.
That's what you call them, little people? Is that the correct term?
I don't know. You know, I was growing up with words that they tell me I can't say anymore.
Yes.
We have sports teams that have to rename themselves
They
because
take
they're
all the fun out of
offensive.
everything.
Yeah, you can't have an opinion, so whatever. So, what 5 arcade cabinets would you start an arcade with?
Oh, dude. That's a great question. I'm going to have to go with that game Off-Road, the one with the 4 wheels. That's
fun.
badass.
I like
with
that.
the turbos, right?
Yeah.
3 or 4 players, whatever. Track and field.
Ooh, nice. Good choice.
That's a good one. I don't know. Maybe, what else was really good? I'm trying to think about what I played a ton last time we went to one of those retro arcades.
Well, I like Tapper. That's an old school.
That's a good
easy one.
Mm-hmm.
NBA Jam.
Yes. That's a good one, NBA.
If you want a moneymaker, you'd have to put Gauntlet in. That's like way back in the day.
Gauntlet was a good one. And probably I like that game, that skateboarding game that had I forgot.
720.
Yeah. That was a good one too. Uh-huh.
That was fun.
Of course, Golden Team would be good.
Yeah.
I'm
trying to think what eats a lot of quarters, like back in the day.
Mortal Kombat.
I was never good at that.
Yeah.
If the internet was around, it would probably been more fun because it was always, you couldn't figure out how to do the finishing shit. Like, what do you I gotta do? Just press everything. Like, I don't know how to finish anybody.
You got to be there at the arcade and just study people. People that know.
And then the people that knew never would tell you. Like, couldn't you tell me? Like, no. Thanks.
Yes. You just watch them.
Might even put a little Mr. Do in there.
Okay.
I didn't play that a lot. I'm trying to think of the other ones. I don't know. Playing the pinballs.
Yeah, you do. I don't really love pinball, but you really like it. So that's a good one for you. I don't know.
It's pretty good.
I think that's a good list.
Here, let me pull this. This is a visual one. So, who would win this fight now?
Right now, still be J Penn.
I don't want to be offensive. But
like, I think CM Punk could take him.
I think he can, and that's offensive to say. I gotta retract that. I can't fucking do that. This guy's a fucking joke. Fuck this guy, CM Punk. I'm sorry. He's never a fighter.
Could submit him, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because that guy still will throw fake punches thinking he's in wrestling. You can never undo the bullshit that fake wrestling did to that guy for however many years he was. BJ Penn would beat him 99 times out of 99. Thank you. Moving right along. All right, back. All right. Oh, I have another tweet one. Let's see what this one is. I never know. Oh, okay. This will be an interesting one. You can only add 2 things to this plate of simple rice. Name them.
Simple
What
rice.
did you add to simple rice?
I'm gonna have to go with some katsu curry. It's a Japanese thing. It's fried pork cutlet with curry sauce. Delicious. That would be. I don't know if that's 2 things. Is that 2 things? Probably 2 things.
Yeah, it sounds like 2
The
things.
sauce counts as a thing.
Sauce.
So
and then
katsu,
meat.
it's called katsu curry. If you look it up, it's fried pork cutlet, seasoned, spiced, and then they put curry sauce on it, which has a little bit of like usually carrots and potato in it. So good.
A little jizz, yeah.
What would you put on it?
I would probably go the poor man route that we used to do in college. My roommate introduced me to this concoction. Was rice, steak sauce, and peas.
That's a good one.
It sounds disgusting. It tastes incredible, and it's extremely cheap.
It tastes just like steak without the steak. Uh-oh. Are you still there?
Now I am. Says my internet connection is unstable. Bullshit. I've got like 3 million download speed. Okay. But anyway, what I was saying is, yeah, that was like the poor man's delight, or whatever you want to call that. Like sugar delight. We were very poor in college. Like we were all.
Oh no.
Now you're frozen again. Now you're unfrozen.
I'm back. We're back. You said, I heard you say we were all in college. We were poor. And...
Yeah. All right, let's wrap this shit up since we're having internet problems. Rigo Machado will close it out. It's time. # Nuts Rule. # Matt Rape Train. # and go Sugar Daddy. Once again, I want to ask you guys some existential and philosophical questions. Number 1, are we losing our right to privacy?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe you can see pictures of my asshole on the internet.
Great. That's your own fault.
I don't know. Maybe
it's your doctor's fault.
Is you is my baby. Is limiting immigration to developed countries right?
I mean, I don't know what he means by that exactly, but I think people should do it the proper way.
Yeah, you just vet out the bad people, let in the good people.
Mm-hmm.
Does faith make belief stronger?
Yes. George Michael says you got to have faith.
You gotta. We were just talking about earlier. You gotta have hope. I had lost hope. Like, you gotta have hope. Like,
you lost some hope?
Yeah.
Did you get a new hope like in Star Wars?
Yeah. I got a new lightsaber. I got the purple one because I wanted to be special. Like fucking
sweet.
One guy.
Okay.
A guy. Next question. Why can't every person be a genius?
I don't know.
You gotta have some dunces. You have some people that
balance out the
It's the yin and yang, right?
There must be balance in the force.
Yes. Fuck, Marry, Kill Celebrity Edition number 103. Female wrestlers number 18. So we're gonna go Alexa Bliss, Carmella, and Mandy Rose. And he says,
be out on all of these.
No, you're in. And then he says, P.S. The numbers for Fuck, Marry, Kill are not made up. We got to that point, guys. I was like, holy fuck, man. All right,
okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Fucking yeah.
He's got an Excel spreadsheet. He's keeping track.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hang on. I gotta get it dialed in here. Screen. Boom. Boom. Let's go back to my room. All right. So first, this is Alexa Bliss.
Okay.
Then we go to Carmella.
Okay.
And Mandy Rose.
Yeah, she's dead. I think I'm gonna marry the first one, bang the second one.
Okay. I'm like the opposite. I'm gonna kill the first one, bang the second one, marry the last one.
You like that booty?
She's got a. What the hell's that chick's name? She was in Wolf of Wall Street, and she's the Joker's girlfriend.
I know what you're talking about, but I cannot think of her name.
That girl. Harley Quinn.
Okay.
She plays her in that movie. Yeah, I just watched Wolf of Wall Street last night again.
Good film.
Good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Moving right along. Got any knowledge for the week?
I got nothing this week.
I think I got a few things. I don't know what I have, but...
It's not the HIV?
It might be. I'm not sure.
Okay.
We're waiting for test results. It's kind of like the COVID test now, right? Like, do you got it or do you not? I don't want this one. Let's try this one. Oh, this is cool. We were talking about video games earlier. So someone had posted, and it's funny you had mentioned this one, the original footage used to animate the first Mortal Kombat video game. So this is showing like the fucking actors doing all the moves and shit. So it's like a 30-second clip here. Hopefully there's no volume. Hang on.
I'm scared.
Yeah. So it's like all the classic moves that you would see the fucking guys doing. Oh, I got to sit on a desk. Nice.
Cool. This is the original, like,
Yeah.
stop motion.
Yeah. And then you can like, if you can imagine the game, this is all in there. Oh shit. Yeah. So that was pretty fucking cool.
I like it. Good
Trying to
fun.
figure out all the fucking moves and like no one can know all that shit. I thought I had one other thing. Oh, so hang on. I got a prop here. So I bought this.
I'm scared.
I have a bug problem in my kitchen and down in the basement. I'm getting like fruit flies and other little bugs and shit. So I bought like fly tape and put it, because I have grow lights and a bunch of plants in the kitchen. So the fly tape is actually working. So I bought this mosquito trap, right? It's like $50 on Amazon. I had it running for a week. Have caught zero of anything. Zero. So my $50 purchase. So then I looked at the box and I didn't notice this, but if you can read there, it's not a mosquito trap. It's a mesquite trap, Ingo. So apparently I'm trapping the flavor of the stupid fucking mosquitoes and not the mosquitoes themselves. Well, how do you misspell mosquito?
Because it's Chinese made. And some guy was like, oh, you spell like this.
Fucking shit. So yeah, apparently that doesn't work at all. Going right back to the Amazon.
I like it. They take anything back.
Yeah,
Even
they
used
always ask,
condoms. I'm like, these condoms don't work. I'm sending them back.
this video game sucks ass. Take it back. Sometimes I don't even write shit in the box anymore. I just put a dash, just dash. And they ask you for your reason for return.
Oh, yeah, I just make shit up. I don't know. Say random crap. I don't really return too much things, but I have made up stuff for sure. I usually I use the option that says product not as described quite often.
Oh,
That's usually always what, I use.
I like sometimes they had stuff that had free returns, and then I tried to return it and said, oh, I just didn't like it. And then they were trying to charge me the return shipping. Like, wait a second.
Product not as described. That's
then I just went to defective then.
Okay.
But if it was free returns, what the fuck? Like when you buy shoes, all the shoes are free returns because you don't know. And they have to expect that you got to try it on, and 9 times out of 10, that shit's getting returned. It's hard to find shoes on the first shot. So,
agreed.
It is what it is. And that's it. Let's shut it down.
Alrighty, that has been this week's edition of MMA Nuts. My name is Ingo Weigelt.
Matt Groth, thanks for plans.
Okay.
Hopefully that makes it in. We'll see.